Hi, I'm Sean. You're watching Shopworx. On this episode here today, we're going to be throwing the tailgate on here and trying to stuff as much guts as we have for it. I'm just trying to find all the parts and pieces. Problem with this thing here is it's multiple years of parts in here, so I'm trying to figure out what's what for bolts, and hopefully I got everything. Trying to find the parts and pieces over here for the bolts, and hopefully this video is going to be a little more steady. I'm trying out a gimbal here. I got that. I don't know where all my parts and pieces are here for the latch mechanisms and everything, so I'm going to be trying to dig that stuff out, but goal for today, I guess, is just to get it hanging, and I'll move on to the next stuff probably tomorrow, once I get the tailgate on and find the rest of the stuff. So, got the hinges, I'm missing some nuts, got my rod retainer, got my limiting straps, and really who knows what else here, so trying to get her where I can get it sealed off so the critters aren't coming in here. Some shop cats are going to create me a bunch of work cleaning fur here if I don't get her boxed in. Well, I don't know right, wrong, or indifferent here. We're going to set the hinge points on here. Got them buffed up on either side. There's something to rest the tailgate onto.
Different hinge in that?
No. They're all, these are the tighter of the bunch. Thought about trying to stake it, but I don't know if that'd be worse or better, or is it going to make a difference after you bolt it on in the proper plane? And maybe just squirt some fluid film on it after. Keep it from...
I'd probably pull it off and stake it a bit better.
Well, I guess we can do that. So, next problem we're going to run into is this tension rod here. I don't have all the parts to do everything, so we're kind of doing it in a multi-step. I got to put that tension rod into the tailgate here before we actually set it on. And that rod has to lock into that hole.
Which one is it?
This side here. Long side goes in to the crack and the short side goes in the tailgate. My glass guy warned me. He said many glass have been broken by those pockets rotting off and that going springing through when people open and close them. Cleaning the threads out on these existing holes here. Got some paint and whatever else in them. Easier? Quite a bit. And then I'll just tighten these down until we get it body lines lined up. We'll have to shift it left and right. And got the 3 started on my side here. John's getting the 3 in over on his side there. All we're really using here is that same panel stand we were using before. Got a blanket over it sitting outside, and the noodle's got a little raunchy there, so just want to make sure I'm not scratching anything. Got the rod set in here. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see or not inside there. But down the far end there's a pocket that's got to sit into. Over here a little closer, see.
Right here, goes in.
Anyway, the rod pocket's got to go in there, and I guess that thing rusts out eventually there. That popped a lot of the glass, my buddy at the glass shop was saying, so something to look at if you're into yours. Not sure how you'd fix that anyway, but you know, short of a new gate, kind of a hard spot to get in and really weld much with any precision.
You have to make a bracket popper to do it.
Yeah, probably. Oh, we're changing our mind. Originally I was going to put some relays in down in the tailgate here for the power windows and everything, but we're going to tuck it back in the end here instead and just have everything inside. Not have to worry about more stuff and fighting around it with the glass and linkages and everything. So that's where we're at right now. Tailgate straps?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess we'll find the parts for them and see where we're going to be.
Then we don't have to worry about this, we're going to get it out of here.
Yep, sounds good. I'm thinking these pieces. Can't go wrong with those, they're still taped up.
Yeah, but are they the top one or the bottom one?
I don't know. I do not know there.
These are Phillips.
Yeah. I ordered a couple extra screws too in case these are buggered. No, we got the cables on both sides here. John's gonna lift it up. We'll get the panel stand out. Sitting down.
Not bad. You can get that outside now.
Everything's loose still.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying all the bolts are loose. We were gonna put a washer under that other nut, eh? Never did.
Oh well, we can always do
Gonna
it.
have to pull that and redo it. So it's hanging on its own steam right now anyway. Holding people, although small people. So keep at it. Just lubing it up with some fluid film. We got it cleaned up. Got the hasps cleaned up and lubed as well. Trying to get the spring and mechanisms all done here. Make them last as long as you can. Spring is broke on that one to start with. Driver's side ready to go. Using fluid film. Funny thing is with the fluid film, I went to the auto body supply shop there. I know the guy pretty good, and we were talking about taking and spraying inside the tailgate here with the rubberized box liner like other people have done there in their videos. And he said, well, why would you do that? He said use wool wax, I think it was, or wax wool or something like that. And I said, well, I was just thinking about just doing the rubberized undercoating there and then spraying some fluid film over top just make sure I can get everything there. He said, oh, I just do the fluid film and be done with it. So that's what we're gonna do. Got my helper today and my other one. And my other one.
Can't be outdone.
I think the other one's hiding outside somewhere. Everybody's up here today. I'm getting some seat covers tossed in here, which is a good thing. It looks like somebody's trying to eat the seat.
Are we down there?
And the reason those things are loose, I could be totally wrong on this, but is to set that height for the linkage for that.
I think you're right.
For the handle. So we're going to close this up, see if we can set the body lines on here, and not going to do anything with the torsion bar yet. I'm going to get the body line set first. Probably have to pull the strap off, leave the other side on, and we'll tweak that torsion bar up and get it bolted in. Funny how tailgates accumulate everything.
Go up a little bit, I think.
I'm not a huge fan. This side looks like it's splayed out a little.
Yeah, yours looks pretty good.
Set. This should affect it.
Looks pretty good, Sean.
What it's gonna be, I don't know. You can see in the inside here too.
There you go. Some weather stripping goes in there.
Maybe.
Here's your foam guy.
We'll have weather stripping that goes in there.
That it?
That one's probably yeah. Oh.
The only other way to fix this now is to take and lower this down, we're back it outside and put something in and use a come along and just pull this off in here.
Pretty solid. Remember we cut and welded and couldn't move it. Got a few little glitches so far with the tailgate here. And I've got a bigger gap here, and for some reason I thought we had this all figured out, measured it out, and sprung it out because it was too narrow at the top. Now I'm looking like it's way too wide, so might have to park the hoe out somewhere and put a chain come along to it and give her a tweak, loosen the fiberglass shell off, and see if the guy can't get this down a little bit. And then again, I guess could measure too. It's a repo tailgate, repo quarters, so I thought I did my due diligence on it, but apparently not. Nice thing is, guy can sort of figure out bumper wise. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the bumper next year, as well as spare tire carrier. I refuse to cut one in where it normally is there. I don't want the weight and deflection on everything. So gonna mount it off the bumper. If quarter wall tube isn't going to be strong enough, guarantee the tailgate wouldn't. Yeah, gotta wait for some guts and get the tailgate put together the rest of the way. And John's making a piece of wood we can tap in with a hammer on the inside there. We've got this started, we've got it braced up with a porta power here, and then the chain come along. So that side shouldn't be pulling in. We got it looped around the bottom of the tailgate on the hinge. And we've moved it a little bit already, which is, about, how much did we move? 3/16 or so? Quarter inch?
Yeah, but it's under tension.
It's under tension. It's going to spring back. That's why we're trying to get a piece of wood here. Number one, these have a little bend to them here that we never really picked up on. Didn't have the tailgate ready to go. We got a bend in here for the tail light, and then it seems like the jobber panel kind of walks off at the top again. So they say we got some good tension on it. We got the bar holding the other side in place, and
you want to see if the tension goes? You can see feel the tension.
Yeah, a little bit. Not then. That moved.
Looks like it's doing something.
Well, you moved this, but you didn't really move. You get up in here with that hammer still. Chain feels looser. That's where most of the structure is, right there. I don't think so.
Well, pull a little more tension there. Let's see how much.
Do the quick measure across the top. We are 67 inches, just over 67 inches. We were 67 and a half before, yeah. But I don't know how much that's going to spring back out here.
I'm going to get a couple more wax.
You want to?
I'm going to get a couple more wax. I think it's
I'm sure some of it will spring back. It's that top piece that we really need.
it's right here where we need it.
Yeah, but the main structure is right in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's not loosening up. We're good there. It seems like it's moving, but I don't feel the tension change.
Well, it seems like right here it's not as, hasn't got such a bad dog leg in it. No.
Well, I think we should take the tension off and measure it. We know what we were at before, so. A lot went out there, yeah. It's relaxed. $67 1/4. Isn't that what we were looking for?
At least. Want to try it? Or you want to go a little more? Because really, there's nothing here now.
Yeah.
If I slack this off, it might make a difference. I don't know.
I don't think so. I wanted to spread that one just a little at the top. I want to measure the very top here. Very top. Because they curve in, eh?
Right here?
Yeah. 67 1/4. I'd like to try it, I think, and see what it looks like. I don't want to push that end out if we move something there and it's already pushed out.
No, I totally agree.
I'll do baby steps with her. I'll take everything out of the hinge, the bar, everything. All the eye bolts. So we've actually come quite a ways with that already. The gap's looking definitely livable here now. And on this side here we still have the gap taken off quite wide here. We're going to put that bar back in up at the top here again and then tap this in a little bit, especially right in here. And should be pretty happy with that, I think, for, you know, considering we replaced just about everything on the back end at one point in time or the other here already. So yeah, a lot better than the 1/2 inch gap, I'll tell you that. Might have dropped the tailgate down just a little bit. We're looking pretty good here, but well, I don't know, we'll see. Put that clip in there and it pushes out, it looks a lot better too, John.
Huh?
So if you pull it back to the body line here, it looks a lot better too.
Oh, once we do that, that's not good.
Oh, putting these LED lights on here. I got this one, there's no wires or anything to chase in here. Got a little LED up on the side here. Regular brake and tail, reflectors, everything. And you have to use a backup bulb. As you can see, here's my You can see here on the driver's side, I got the backup bulb. Haven't done this yet because we still have the tailgate wiring or tailgate wiring here to do with the power window. But like I say, there's the lamps. So you got a resistor pack, so it works good with your automatic transmission or flasher and all that other good stuff you got to worry about in some of the trucks. Some you don't. Don't have any issues with the manual as far as I know. Been running a lot of flat decks and stuff. So all you got to do here is plug in your double filament pigtail into here for your bulb, and that looks after that. And then this comes off, and your backup light goes in there like a normal one. Once I get the wiring done and rest done up here, we'll have it looking like this side over here. So again, can't test them right now, but see soon enough, I guess. Well, the way this is working is we're using those relays. Two that John's heat shrink in there, he soldered and shrunk is the common, so that's going to be the power coming in. Either on the far outsides of it.
Have to clean up a bunch of green stuff in there.
And then the other two black ones here are going to be, so this one and that one are going to be the output back to the relay. Really, we're probably only using 300 milliamps or something through there at 12 volt just to run the relay. But and in the meantime, I went and put in a bunch of that same 1/8 inch foam with the foil back inside here. See the stuff on the roll here. What I got left over at I don't know, 10 or 12 rolls on the whole thing. Just Frost King duct insulation. We're probably not going to do the same thing as Dynamat, but I'm more worried about the cold and the heat than sound getting to me up the front there. So same time I did that, went and did the inside of the cover here for it as well, all the way through. Probably be the easiest spot to catch the heat coming through there. So now we're getting down to be able to do the glass. The silicone wires are already pre-strung through there. You got 12 gauge red and black off the relays for powering the window motor up and down, and these three here are for the relay control. One's a hot coming in, the other two are back to the relays. So I read a lot of stuff online there, and people were saying chain lube and all kinds of stuff there, and you know, I've been having good luck with fluid film. So what I've been doing now is putting fluid film on it, rust corrosion preventative, all kinds of good stuff, non-toxic, non-hazardous, no solvents, etc. Supposed to stay pliable the whole time, not like grease hardens. And it's wool wax formation in here. And that's what talked to a couple other guys there, and they say spray that in the bottom of all my doors here, keep them from rusting, and do the same with the tailgate there once we get things put into it before we button it all up. So kind of hosed her down on all the wear surfaces and things like that here, and we'll be doing the sliders where it slides between the regulator and the window as well. So the reason I got turned on to this stuff here is one of our O-ring suppliers was selling it, and the guy there was saying that he used to wire line, and that's what they use. They got it in the big drums, and they'd spray it on every time they changed their wire line reels out for different lengths or different size or whatever they're doing. And he said they'd take it off and just soak it in the stuff, and then come spring, after winter's done, they're changing back to their lighter line or whatever there, and for road bands and shallower wells, whatever they could do, and they'd take it with a pressure washer and hose it down. It was just like it was a new spool. Same way they took it off. So give it a whirl on this, using it on a bunch of other stuff, but we'll check her out. So what I did is went and Amazon there, bought a 12 volt adapter finally. It's got a fuse holder and an on-off switch on it. And we're just making it generic so we can add on different things. So I got a male and female cigarette lighter attachment. And here, made it so a jumper, you can put a switch on there if you want for window switch, which I guess we could have grabbed and thrown on, eh?
Yeah, got it over there.
And use it as a forward reversing. Here you gotta physically change polarity to... Ooh, sounds good.
I'm gonna go get my switch.
Put the switch on it.
Yeah.
So now you got a switch hooked up to it. Just a double throw switch. What do you think was on there originally, John? We cleaned it off.
Crap, because it was full of dirt.
Just caked grease and dirt and hardened over 30 years, 40 years. So again, to go with how I was talking about that power supply there, the Milwaukee 12-volt battery, just put the ends on, plug it in there, and a guy can backfeed everything out of this fuse box here because I don't have the other end tied in, and run the relays and everything, try the key switch out, work the window, and roll it up, I guess, and then from there I'll have to go inside and unplug it. Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Put that crap on everything, eh? Alright, so what's the plan? You're putting that on, I'm putting this clip in?
I'm holding it. I got the tumblers to the top so they won't fill up with dirt.
Well, put it in, see if it lines up. Been so long since we pulled this apart, it wouldn't even be funny. Put that in.
There, what's right there?
Get that hole lining up.
These two are lined up.
Nope.
Right there.
I guess very important to note there, I got a few extra holes drilled down below, and I got my wire loomed all in and out of the way. Hopefully you can see fairly decent in there. Shouldn't contact anywhere on the window, rub through, etc. In the end here we're going to fluid film the bottom in there real well, but I don't want to do that until we're done here. And unfortunately you can see my drive shaft is laying on the ground here. Had a problem with my crew cab there. Those of you that watched my last video there with that turbo, changing the turbo out, I fixed a few oil leaks on it. EB exhaust back pressure valve was leaking. There's a leak on the water pump timing cover as well, and found the third leak actually was the high pressure oil rail end cap there. So with that said, that movie there I was going to have hopefully a mileage estimate and power and all that stuff. Didn't get to it because the transfer case went out hour south of the Canadian border there in Montana. So needless to say, had steel transfer case, couldn't find anything locally there. So stole the transfer case here, and John ran it down to me. Had it changed out in the rest area, and of course, you know, never happened in a good spot. It was coasting down a hill, and went into basically a neutral or free for all. I haven't opened it up yet. It's actually down here on the floor, so. Hoping she's not too trash. The oil I drained out didn't look very good, so I'm assuming worst case scenario, oil pump, etc. So now I've got to rebuild another transfer case for here and put that back in. Yeah, anyway, I ended up not going on holidays there. Had no reversing the transmission because, like I say, I had to fight it. We were down in an area there in a low river valley, coasting down, and that's when she decided to let go and not come back. I managed to get it in a four-wheel drive and somehow managed to take the reverse out of the transmission, so I'm assuming while I was monkeying around trying to get that going, ended up bending some shift forks or toasted the synchro or something like that. So didn't really want to finish holidays off, no reverse, parkades, etc. So I had to call that quits. So I guess in the meantime we're back at it here. I'm going to be getting this tailgate finished off here hopefully today. I got the glass over here. Your pal sitting on it. I'm going to be getting that privacy vinyl put on it too here, and then we'll slide her in. Well guys, I had a few problems here. Let's see. These rails here. One of these studs is not quite like the others. Broke it off, the one closest to my hand here. And had to grind it down and just center punched it. And then put it through, plug welded it. Never thought, hey, maybe I should get a video of that. But had one break off on each, happened to be the outside stud for each glass. Never tried pulling them off there before. I just thought, hey, you know, maybe a guy could slide it in, but then I realized I gotta slide the window in the track, so I can't jiggle it side to side. And the other thing, this picture definitely doesn't do it justice, but I got about a can, probably about a can of fluid film in there, and hopefully she'll waterproof the seam and everything. Hosed her down best I could. You know, get 20-30 years out of her hopefully, it'd be nice. No guarantees, so at this point I can say I at least tried. I think the biggest part is way back in. You get down in the seam right at the face there where the skin goes over top and it's crimped. I think the water gets in through the seal up in the top here and goes down, pools up in there and starts rotting out and rots up. So coated it from down at the seam over to the back end there, and then up about 4 or 5 inches. You never really see it rot out the inside, so at least on all the ones I've seen here. I'm just about ready to pop the glass in and put the rest of the trim on it. Got the glass done up, that privacy vinyl, match the other windows. And yeah, should be good to go here soon on the tailgate. And get going on to getting some doors put together. See it now. Drag this thing in. And pop those in as we get to the piece, hopefully. Ready? Ready? You're ready. Started and try. There I am.
Hold it, just go a little bit. Okay. You got some sharp edges here that I could catch.
Cut it at the best angle I could.
I would do a little more, but maybe it's okay.
Fluid film. Want it to last, but at the same time, great to work with.
Did you spray fluid film along underneath in here?
Where?
Underneath in here, back there? Get it through the nozzle?
Yeah, that's what I could.
Okay.
Okay. Nuts for new. 2 new nuts for the other one. Fluid film hangs on half as good as it is to me here. It's gonna be good. Welds on them studs held.
Huh?
There's little welds on them studs held.
Oh, I can't
Slow drop, we gotta wheel her down the whole rest of the way here first. I'll turn our 12 volt power on here. I did. Did? Running it back through the cigarette lighter there. Since I have no batteries or front clip installed. Go up.
No heavier than that?
No. Spring still. Torsion bar still wants to close it.
I see what? What is that? Where is it? Which? Try that now.
Here's when you think you got everything out of the... Oh, hopefully we had a bigger than a 4 amp hour battery on it. I don't even know how to charge that thing. The way I see it, this should be the inside. The holes line up. And this one here should be the outside seal. Scratch paint all these clips. Somehow these are supposed to flip in here. Not down all the way to... Got the issue grinder a couple times up and down. You ready to go up now?
In for? Yeah, let's just go out again.
Okay.
That's interesting.
You broke flip washer.
What?
Not popped off the... Didn't follow your replacement part. Thanks, LMC truck.
You lubed it.
Huh?
You lubed it, that's why. Did you put a bolt in there?
Yeah. And see the nut's still sticking out the bottom.
Well, maybe it's just swallowed up in the washer. I don't know. Get it down?
Sure. Well, it's going up now at least.
I think it's gotta be working it.
Hmm?
I think you have to work with it.
Why would you have a nut like that facing the other way? You see where it's been welded, resistance welded on. Makes absolutely no sense. Why wouldn't you come in from the back side this way? Now when you pull it in, it's not going to pop out. Somebody had a Friday going on. Well, went over to the welding table and gave her a whack in with a hammer from the other side. Now it'll pull. When it pulls in like this, it'll actually hold it. High quality. But I can't see with the window in my way. Well, we got that bracket back in. Repaired and back in. I'm figuring this is binding a little bit because of these. Up just a little bit, we'll suck it in. See if the angle will change enough to make it easy. That's loosened off. The window in, it should change anything here. Hopefully. Fingerprints all over everything with the lube on everything. No, we've got the glass in her now. Got it rolled up. I just think that 4 amp hour battery not cutting the mustard there as much as I was hoping it would. And got the body lines somewhat aligned. The only one I'm having issues with is right there. Not sure if I want to adjust that down or up. That cable's already a little tighter than the other one, but I guess that's the fun of aftermarket panels. And key switch is working. So now we're going to be calling this video pretty much an end, I think, and move on probably onto the doors next, get them going, and get the bumper going on the back here. Kind of want to get the back all done up, and then I can build the front out, and then get the bumpers off it and blast and paint and rocker guard them. So yeah, I kind of want to peek on the inside and see what it looks like from inside out here still. That's from the back, I guess the third row seat here, looking out with the privacy vinyl on it. And it should do the trick anyway. Guess I gotta lower her down, put that one panel on, then it's done. Done. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Don't mind, like, subscribe, and we'll see you around on the next one.